Good morning everyone, welcome to our video. Today, we are students from English Department, Faculty of Humanities, Udayana University. We'll explain to all of you about aphasia. But first, let me introduce myself and my friends. Me, Khresna K.D, number 36, Widya Virgiana, number 38, Yuly Sintia, number 42, then Eva Rahayu, number 45. Okay, let's get started. But first, I need you to think. Is aphasia categorized as disorder or disability? And if you think aphasia is a disorder, you're 100% correct. Nice. So, aphasia is a communication disorder that's caused by a suffer like stroke or neurological disease and its impact to the left side of your brain. Not only stroke or neurological disease, heart contact with something like desk or slippery or a fish like this. So the next one will explain by my friend.
Hi, so I will explain about the concept of aphasia. Aphasia is derived from the Greek word aphatos, which means speechless, and two of the types of aphasia were basically taken from the two eminent neurologists, Broca and also Wernicke. The study of this linguistic deficit resulting from the brain damage is called aphasiology. So there are so many things can be learned and inferred about the normal function of language and its organization within the brain. There are a variety of modern assessment tools through which aphasia can be studied in patients, and so the prognosis varies greatly and is dependent upon such factors as site of the stroke, severity of the lesion, the age of the patient, and also the type of aphasia acquired. Aphasia is usually suffered by the middle-aged or older people, but anyone is possible to suffer from this disorder, including the young people. And do you know that about 1 million people in the United States is currently suffer from aphasia? According to the National Aphasia Associations, it is about 180,000 cases per year in America. And according to Mitra Keluarga, there are about 150,000 cases per year in Indonesia.
Now we have the types of aphasia. So what are the types of aphasia? As you can see on the slide, the types of aphasia consist of 5 types. The first one is receptive aphasia. It occurs when someone is able to hear the voice or read the print such as books, magazine, newspaper, and so on, but have the disability to understand the meaning of it. Receptive aphasia damages the temporal lobe of the brain, as well known as Wernicke's aphasia. The second one is expressive aphasia. It damages the frontal lobe of the brain, or known as Broca's aphasia. It occurs when someone knows what they want to say, but have the difficulty to communicate with other people. The features of expressive aphasia are limited vocabulary, clumsy formation of sounds like stress and unstressed, often only saying short utterance like less than 4 words. The third one is anomic aphasia. People with anomic aphasia have a difficult time of finding words. This is usually called anomia. Because of the difficulties, the person struggles to find the right word for speaking and writing. The fourth one is global aphasia. The people with global aphasia have severe communication difficulties and may be extremely limited in their ability to speak or comprehend language. It results from damage to extensive portion of the language areas of the brain. They may unable to say even a few words or may repeat the same words or phrases over and over again. They may have trouble understanding even simple words and sentences. Global aphasia is often seen after someone has a stroke. And the last one is primary progressive aphasia, or PPA. It is a rare disorder where language capabilities become slowly and progressively worse, leading to a gradual loss of the ability to talk, read, write, and comprehend what they hear in the conversation over a period of time. For instance, they might use gestures. And then we continue with the symptoms of aphasia. So here are the main symptoms of aphasia. People with aphasia have a trouble of speaking. They are struggling with finding the right term or word and usually using strange or wrong words in conversation. They also have a trouble understanding what other people say or following the conversations. Besides, they write sentences that don't make sense or trouble expressing themselves in writing, speaking in short sentences or phrases, and using unrecognizable words.
So the next is the relation of aphasia and language comprehension, production, and language acquisition. So some people with aphasia have problems understanding what others are saying. The problems occur particularly when the person is tired or in a crowded or loud environment. Aphasia does not affect thinking skills, but the person may have problems understanding written material and a hard time with handwriting. Aphasia affects a person's ability to express and understand written and spoken language. It affects the production or comprehension of speech and the ability to read or write. Someone who has aphasia will have a struggle with producing the language. It means that they are unable to create and construct language, either in written or spoken form. Aphasia also affects someone's ability to comprehend the language on how a sentence is processed when they read it. They are also unable to process words and phrase meaning, sentence grammar, and discourse or text structure correctly. Besides, someone with aphasia will have a problem in acquiring language. So from the material that we present, we can conclude that aphasia is a communication disorder that results from damage to the part of the brain responsible for language. Aphasia is usually caused by a stroke or brain injury, which causes a complication to the language areas of the brain, but it can also develop slowly as a result of a brain tumor or progressive neurological disease. And there are 5 types of aphasia. The first one is receptive aphasia or fluent. The second one is expressive aphasia or non-fluent. The third one is anomic aphasia. The fourth one is global aphasia and primary progressive aphasia or PPA. A person suffering from aphasia may be able to speak fluently but not coherently and vice versa.
Okay, that's all for the conclusions. Thank you and goodbye.